Hello, my beautiful souls. Welcome into your daily read for Friday, March 3rd, 2023. I do want to thank you so much for joining me for this reading. As always, do keep in mind this is general, so just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. But as you can see, I did pre-pull 3 energy oracles, so let's jump right into it. Oh, the overall message I channeled for us makes me smile. Makes me smile. Beautiful. So I feel like before we speak upon the oracle, there's a sense of there being a focus, highlight, if not multiple, on what's making you smile throughout this day. Thoughts of one, if not multiple people from that you've been wrapped up with recently or from the past. It could be, again, more memories coming to mind, being highlighted. It could be occurrences, who you're bonding with, what you're accomplishing throughout the specific day and previous to this day. It just feels like there's more than one reason to smile throughout this specific Friday, and Spirit saying we will do our best to highlight that for you because you owe it to oneself to, they're saying, honor those moments. But we're beginning with Angel of Balance. So it's a day where you will feel a bit angelic at certain points, especially in those moments of gratitude and joy when you're smiling. And I do feel like there's more balance throughout this day than you once would have had, potentially due to certain past changes or one in particular. And I want to say, in regards to, due to the way you are approaching something, all right? And I do feel like they're saying the word giddy. I do feel like a lot drawn to this reading are thinking about a specific somebody tied into recent memories or one in particular. And this is making you feel kind of light and fluffy, again, that giddy feeling. But we're moving on to contract. So there's a focus on commitment, all right? If I could even say it, commitment. Even if within that commitment there are moments of nervousness or just a little bit of anxiety, even if it's not yours that you're carrying, being empathic. If it's yours, so be it. But it just feels like, okay, the number 6 spiritually coming into play. Again, so balance here, and then we have the scales. So there's a sense of the word balance coming into play in different ways, right? Balance within oneself, outside of oneself, how you're doing what you need to throughout this day or choose to. A sense of the scales balancing out in your favor. So I feel like what you've been committed to, what you've chosen to stay wrapped up with or begin recently, and potentially even throughout this day, it could be a new beginning for oneself. You're seeing results in regards to that, even if with the blindfold you can't see exactly how that's going to pay off for you. But I do feel like there's moments where you check on something or you achieve something, if not multiple things, and this in and of itself may still leave you with a bit of confusion, a perplexed feeling, right? A lack of clarity, but it makes you smile and feel proud of oneself through it all, okay? Or due to it all. But I do feel like there's a potential to be learning one, if not multiple things throughout this day, a bit of knowledge intake, even if it's not thrilling knowledge. But woman holding a heart. So yeah, there's going to be thoughts of love. This could be more the energy of somebody that you're thinking about, or that you're wrapped up with. But I feel like for a lot, it's your energy being drawn to this reading. And this could be your energy as a male, right? As a guy, or however you identify oneself, just being very in touch with your, they're saying feminine, a bit of an emotionally feeling kind of energy. But anyways, that doesn't have to be obviously sadness or anything. It just feel as if you are desiring somebody, okay? Desiring certain levels of connecting, but Spirit saying you might get the connecting that you need the most throughout this day, and it may not be with that person, or that type of, again, romantic or sexual connecting that you might be desiring more so. So it might be, say, an acquaintance, a coworker, a friend, something of the nature, or multiple. They're saying, or a boss figure. But we also have a woman holding a coin at the bottom of the deck. And so I do feel like it's a day where there's thoughts in regards to actions towards your financial comfort moving forward, right? Even if it feels like small baby steps or just easy steps, all the meanwhile, even if they don't give you huge results or huge rewards monetarily, but also efforts towards seeing something grow and prosper for oneself. I feel like there's just a nice balance between your commitments in regards to your overall emotional well-being, okay, and well-being physically, but a balance between the heart matters, even if you do desire more of which moving forward, and your money slash career matters. Okay, but let's move on to the light seers and see what the tarot has. I do feel like I just saw the Nine of Swords and the Empress of the split deck, some of which thinking about certain levels of stress in their life in particular, regardless of what area that lies within. Could be more than one, but for a lot I feel it's just one specific area where you're looking to embark upon the new moving forward. In Spirit saying, well, certain efforts throughout this day and being smart with potentially your money or just other matters will help make that more so possible when it's meant to. We have the Page of Cups, the Star card, and the King of Cups. Yeah, I just feel like there's thoughts of wanting to be more fulfilled emotionally when it comes to matters of the heart, when it comes to, for some work, right? But Spirit's saying there's a ship that just, they're saying either comes and goes or is meant to come in moving forward. And this will fulfill you in such a way that you almost can't even imagine it fully or at all right? Even if you're predictive in nature. But I do feel like, and that's going to look differently for everybody, but I sense that there's just a focus on your dreams, your wishes, your goals, right? When you smile, when you're thinking about that person, place, or situation, or multiple of what I just mentioned, what of that do you want more so moving forward, right? Or does this help you realize what you desire more so moving forward or what you need, right? And I do feel as if there's a focus on repetitive wording, repetitive occurrences, synchronicities. I feel as if Spirit's trying to communicate something with you or just to clear your mind and make you think about something else. Because it may be one of those moments when you're not per se smiling and thinking about something that lights you up, helps you glow in certain ways. But I feel like your connection to the universe, to the stars, is taking a highlight as well. Spirit's saying there are angels backing you up in regards to that one wish, goal that you keep thinking about, or multiple, or will come to terms with moving forward. Is a sense that the stars are aligning for you. And I'm being drawn to these three lines of stars, and I feel like there's a crossroads moving forward. And there's a sense of whether you realize it or not, or it feels like it or not, you're being prepared to walk towards the option that's right for you. Because just because you potentially met that person that you're meant to be with, or you have gained that right work opportunity, or just now realize what kind you like, doesn't mean there isn't the potential that you could give into temptation, or just certain occurrences could pop up to the point where you end up kind of taking a turn towards the wrong option. Does that make sense? Because it feels like Spirit's lined you up with the right option, whatever this ends up being for you, and it could be more than one thing, but you get the point. The Ace of Swords. I do feel like you're gaining clarity in regards to whatever it is you're thinking about that's connecting to your heart, okay? Whatever you're meant to be fulfilled by moving forward, even if you haven't met this person or been wrapped up with a situation. But I do feel as if it's a day where you will find one's mind sort of racing at certain points, a bit of a whirlwind in certain ways, especially those who hear Spirit quite clearly through your thoughts. And naturally that's playing into the moments where you're smiling, right? But I do feel like through it all, you're being reminded who and what is not meant for you, okay? Just as we were speaking upon with those lines of stars. And so I do feel like it's a day where through it all, you're being reminded at the center of the reading. Okay, no, on the right-hand side. Just think about, interesting contradicting wording. I was going to say think about what you're thinking, because there's a feeling that, again, you are manifesting quite easily, and there's a very magical way about how your thoughts become your external reality to an extent, or fully, or at least affect what's going to come to be, or how things are going to transpire and evolve moving forward. To pull one more for the middle, it just feels like, look at that, the Two of Swords. There is, again, a sense of clarity and a lot of potential noise and opinions and spiritual guidance coming through, and even distractions, looking at those birds. But Spirit's saying if you take a moment and silence your mind and look within, you know the truth, you know the answer. If not, you'll come to it quite quickly or quicker than one would expect. It's a day where things are working out in your favor, and you might need an adjustment in perspective, right? Or just a reminder in one way, shape, or form. But it feels like throughout this day where your commitments are paying off for oneself, and there's a focus again on balance, and your heart matters, and your money and career all the meanwhile. It could feel like a lot at certain points, but I do feel like you're glowing through it all. And it's a day where you're being pushed to focus once again on who and what is making you smile. All right? So I hope this was truly helpful. Sending you so much love and light. Go enjoy your Friday, and I'll see you next time.